Supreme Court declares Rivers State local government election invalid, null and void. And still on Rivers State, Supreme Court stops Central Bank and Accountant General from releasing funds to Rivers government. And energy experts advocate safety measures in downstream sector. And welcome to the news desk at 3 on NTN News 24, reaching you live from Abuja. I am Chinenye Nwoye. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed the 2025 budget of transformation into law. This was at a short ceremony held at the State House, Abuja. The president acknowledged that the past year has been turbulent, but today there are visible signs of growth in revenue and the GDP. We'll bring you details of this report in our subsequent bulletin. And the Supreme Court has ordered the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and the Accountant General of the Federation to stop further release of financial allocations to Rivers State government with immediate effect. The Apex Court directed that the order shall be in force until the Rivers State Governor, Siminalayi Fubara, stops all his illegal, unlawful, and unconstitutional activity. Specifically, the court said that no money shall be released to the state government until a lawful appropriation law is enacted under the Martin Amaule speakership. In a judgment on Friday delivered by Justice Emmanuel Akomaye Agim, the Supreme Court also ordered the 27 members of Rivers House of Assembly to resume functions immediately. The unanimous judgment of the 5-man panel of justices led by Justice Musa Uwani Abba Aji, dismantled all actions carried out by Governor Fubara for being unlawful. The Apex Court frowned on the governor for engaging in demolition of the House of Assembly with impunity just to prevent 27 legislators in the House of Assembly from sitting to carrying out lawful activities. Justice Agim ordered the clerk and deputy clerk who were unlawfully redeployed out of the House of Assembly that they must be allowed to resume work alongside the House of Assembly workers. The court held that it was an aberration for Governor Fubara to operate with only 4 out of the 32 House of Assembly members under the guise of fears that he would be impeached. According to the justices, Fubara, by his unlawful act, among others, collapsed the House of Assembly and used his immunity under Section 308 of the 99 Constitution to carry out the acts against the rule of law. The Supreme Court affirmed the judgments of the Court of Appeal and the Federal High Court, both in Abuja, which had earlier declared the acts against the 27 State House of Assembly members as unlawful and illegal. A sum of 10 million naira fine was imposed on Fubara to be paid to the House of Assembly and the 27 members who instituted the suit against him. And the Supreme Court has also declared as invalid, illegal, null and void the local government election conducted in Rivers State on October 5th, 2024 and won by the All People's Party, APP. The Apex Court held that the election was invalid because all conditions precedent bill to be implemented were ignored by Rivers State Electoral Commission. Specifically, Justice Jamilu Tukur, who delivered the lead verdict, held that the council poll was conducted in gross violations of Section 150 of the Electoral Act 2022. INEC has reacted to a statement credited to Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara, in which the commission was accused of selective implementation of elections to fill vacancies arising from the defection of 7 members of the National and State Assembly from one political party to another. INEC, in a statement by the Chief Press Secretary to the INEC Chairman, Rotimi Onyekami, notes that no specific instances of the alleged selective action were presented. The statement specifically accused the Commission of deliberate failure to fill the vacancies resulting from the protracted crisis in the Rivers State House of Assembly, where two factions are jostling for control. In the midst of the crisis, 4 lawmakers have declared the seats of 27 members vacant and vice versa. While INEC is aware of the situation in the Rivers State House of Assembly, the matter is pending in court and therefore sub judice. The statement further stressed that for the avoidance of doubt, the INEC has been joined in several suits filed by litigants at various courts, including the Supreme Court. Experts at the Nigeria International Energy Summit want efficiency in utilizing derivatives from downstream products to minimize associated risks. Lydia Sampson reports on a panel discussion seeking proactive solutions to issues in the energy sector.
Sector of the oil and gas industry is the closest to the people because we buy fuel every day, we use a lot of energy every day and often gotten from the downstream. And behind this closed door is a critical section on the downstream on how to navigate the complexity of the downstream sector for greater profitability. Here, the panel comprising regulators and downstream operators are talking point blank.
We are currently experiencing stability within the industry. This stability offers investment certainty and enables the unlocking of opportunities with every naira invested. To strengthen the evolving liberalized markets, NMDPRA continues to offer regulatory clarity.
With the new opportunities that we have by the PIA, we are now competitive and we are striving to ensure affordability and availability.
I think CNG, and I think it was already mentioned, is an excellent fuel to actually to power trucks. It's a cheaper way to transport fuel and many other products across the country.
It means that we really have to start to think about how we invest for the future, how we make sure that the industry is sustainable in the future.
They analyzed how fluctuations in oil prices can affect household budgets and business operations, forcing difficult financial decisions. Additionally, they agreed that downstream operations also produce essential products like plastics, fertilizer, and pharmaceuticals, making them indispensable for modern living and economic stability. It is the 8th edition of the Nigeria International Oil and Gas Conference, and from all the activities behind me, you can see and agree that it is not only well attended, but experts from all over the world are converged here. And their purpose, navigating the complexity of the oil and gas industry for greater impact and ensuring energy security for Nigeria and Africans at large. In Abuja, Lydia Sampson, NTA News.
The Director General of the National Action Committee on AIDS, Temitope Ilori, says reducing the scourge of HIV and AIDS in Nigeria has been top priority of the federal government. She made this known in Kaduna while inaugurating an 11-member accelerated committee for the prevention from mother-to-child transmission. Clement Oloruntoba reports.
Joint United Nations Program on HIV/AIDS UNAIDS data painted a concerned picture that an estimated 170,000 children under 14 living with HIV in 2021, with 26,000 new infections and 17,000 AIDS-related deaths in children. Nigeria faces a critical challenge in preventing mother-to-child transmission of HIV in order to ensure access to care for children living with HIV.
Also enjoy our populace, everyone to say no to stigma and discrimination so that people can come out to know their status, they can take their medications, and when they take these drugs, the viral load will be so suppressed. We say U equals U. Undetectable, that is the viral virus will not be detected in the blood equals untransmittable. That means they will not transfer the infection to their unborn children.
Commissioner for Health, Kaduna State, Umar Ahmed, who will chair the committee in the state, acknowledged the efforts of the federal government in sensitizing Nigerians on the dangers associated with the disease.
We are going to work very hard to ensure that change the narratives. We reduce this burden. We sensitize people in the communities to come out and get access to healthcare.
Part of the committee's objectives is to ensure a sustained commitment of partners to accelerated plan, ensure timely implementation in order to address bottlenecks and report same to the national body. Clement Oloruntoba, NT News.
In a bid to ensure a strong financial base, the Federal Capital Territory Internal Revenue Service has expressed readiness to surpass its revenue target this fiscal year. The FCT-IRS Executive Chairman Michael Ango disclosed this at a revenue drive sensitization in Abuja. Onoze Yakubu reports.
Highlighting the unique financial responsibilities of the FCT, the acting executive chairman of the FCT-IRS, Michael Ango, knows that the nation's capital requires substantial revenue to sustain its growing infrastructure needs, hence the need to intensify efforts of direct engagement with residents through roadshows and visits to markets, among others, to ensure tax compliance. He, however, warns that non-compliance with tax obligations will attract strict penalties.
This is one of the things that we hope this roadshow will be able to achieve. We want to see a compliance as high as possible. I would have said 100%, but I know that sometimes these things are not possible. But we believe that with your help, with the help of the press, with the great work that my staff are doing, this thing will be achievable.
The FCT-IRS boss reminded residents that individual annual income tax returns must be filed by 1st March this year with the agency, promising to strengthen partnership with informal sector groups to ensure wider tax coverage.
At the end of the year, we collected a total amount of 262 billion naira as against a target of 250 billion. While this was good, we believe that it can be better. 2025, we have also started very strong. In the month of January, we collected 43.8 billion naira. And so far, in the month of February, we're also on track.
He says that the agency will continue to prioritize voluntary compliance, reiterating that enforcement remains a legal obligation. Onoze Yakubu, NTA News.
People need guidance and counseling. The most appropriate one should come from experts in education trained on academic counseling. This is the thrust of the 31st inaugural lecture of National Open University of Nigeria, delivered by Professor Augustine Chinwoba Ukwueze. He spoke on academic counseling, a dark horse in education industry. The Professor of Guidance and Counseling Department of Educational Foundations of the National Open University of Nigeria believes that lack of proper counseling from those who know it sometimes makes students in higher institutions deviate on graduation. He suggested a robust awareness and significant change of minds about the concept of counseling and its prominent position in the school system.
Academic counseling is the core of school counseling, where learners are guided to engage in the process of learning to learn. Learning to learn requires conscious attention to engage in self-reflection and willingness to study in different situations.
Our students need people that will guide them, not just in passing exams, like Prof. Ukwueze will want us to believe, but also on other issues that affect their performance.
And that concludes the news desk at 3 on NTN News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye.